Yeah, greetings to the family. This is the moment of truth and natural wisdom. I decided to touch on this so that I'm gonna share it with the brothers on the line as well. Every time we've been speaking about the Ghana leaders, how they are not creating employment opportunities for us. Now, in this life, we live to solve problems. So whenever we see something is wrong, we develop solution or we get the remedy for that specific problem that we've come across. So, in this life that we live in today, you don't exactly expect somebody to create something for you to spoon feed. That is what has been going on here in America. Here, that is why you see all the American youth when they are in school. Of course, they get to the school for free for the most part. That is why I was very, very excited about Nana Akufo-Addo's free senior high school education. The American youth, they get the education for the most part for free. So they are able to release some stress of paying school fees here and there. No? They are able to channel their school fees into buying things or getting items for their project. They do a lot of projects. Yeah, my friend back. They do a lot of projects. They take care of their projects while they are in school. So before they get out of school, they have already invented something. Previously, I used to visit the park, but nowadays I have a lot I have a lot going on. That's when I was getting into the aviation that I decided to join all those clubs here so that I can visit and see exactly how and what is going on. No teacher is teaching them how to build the aircrafts. No teacher is teaching them how to invent. Invention is how you see problems in the society. The problem that you have seen, how are you gonna solve that problem is what brings about the invention. Now, African youth prefer me, Kwame Addai, to come out and insult the Ghana leaders and tell them that they should look for their ancestors and their ancestors will save them. Remember, your ancestors did not build any car factory in Ghana. Your ancestors did not build any industry in Ghana. We live in a modern world. Your ancestors did not build any computer industry in Ghana. Looking for your ancestors to help you means that there might be something wrong here. When I do some teaching about technology, people prefer me to talk about how to do some rituals, how to look for their ancestors, because they lack time management. They don't have anything to do with their time. If you tell them to go to the riverside to pour libation, now they will be very excited about that. To get the eggs, get some cowries, and go there to prove that they are Africans. They have found their identity and they know their ancestors. Their ancestors were powerful. Your ancestors were powerful. In Ghana, how many airplanes for the Ghana Airways did your ancestors build before they died? I'm telling you the truth. Your ancestors were very powerful. Your ancestors were. How many roads were they able to construct in Ghana for you? Your ancestors were very powerful. How many school classrooms were they able to build for you? Your ancestors were very powerful. How many computer industries were they able to build? How many phone factories were they able to establish before they died? And you know your identity. You were looking for your African ancestors. And you want me to always insult the Ghana leaders. Whenever somebody is doing something right, I have to praise them. That is, I have always been doing that. Whenever something is not going on wrong, I have to complain so that we find a solution to that problem. Now, we lack time management. We prefer to waste time in on European soccer. Oh, Man United. Oh, today is Barcelona, Real Madrid. You can prefer to customize your jersey with Barcelona and Real Madrid. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You have your choice. But that is taking a lot of time. It is wasting a lot of your time. May I play soccer games? It's a form of releasing stress when you are tired. Especially there are some days that I don't have anything to do and I don't feel like doing anything. I open this big screen. I have it on my laptop. I connect everything. I have the keyboard. You play and you enjoy your drink. But that shouldn't be part of you every day. In this life, you have to demarcate your time for every activity. The most important activities gets a lot of time. It gets a lot of your time, not wasting your time here and there. I'm telling you that if Nana Akufo-Addo should open up industries, factories in Accra today, somebody will go to work and they will be like, oh, it's very, very, very difficult. Today I don't feel like working. They will get back home. But if it is a white man having that industry, they go to the white man's factory in Accra. They comport themselves very nice because they know that if they fool around, that Lebanese will sack you right away. But if it's a state property, they don't care. They will run away from work to go and watch Barcelona and Real Madrid. If there is a match between Kotoko and Haas, that day they will not even pay attention to what they are doing at work. Let me give you a typical example is when there is an African Cup of Nations, that you see our teachers running away from school to go and watch the football match. When there is a World Cup, during the World Cup season, I was at work. You see my bosses running away to go and watch Ghana match, a match between Ghana and some other country. They have to, but in American, a white man in America here will never do that. They have to take care of their duties at work first. Then once they go home, they will watch the highlights. They will watch the dead match. But I used to see teachers, our African teachers in Ghana, running away from schools, giving excuses because they want to go and see a match between Argentina and Brazil at the World Cup. They're gonna go and watch TV. I've seen the headmaster. They have a very small TV in their office during World Cups. That is when you see the headmaster is not getting out to check the teachers. The headmaster is just enjoying the game. The teachers are also running away. And the students are in the class. The students are in the classroom fighting. They don't have anything to do. I was telling you that I am heading towards some direction. If you're gonna really listen to what I'm telling you, it's gonna help you. We have so many things. The other time, let me show you this. Let me pull up this and show you. Some people said Addai is in America and building. Previously, they said my airplane that I was building, it was not able to fly. Anything that I do calculations. I don't do try and error. Anything that I do calculations. And once the calculation works out, I know it's perfect. But what I do when you see me building some aircraft here with the boards here and there, is because I'm using that all the time to update and keep up my electrical skills. That is why I do that. Flying it is not as important to me as to building my electrical skills, because electricity is a lot of details as compared to flying. Let me show you. Bruni. Let me show you this. You see all of them here. They built the same thing that I'm doing in my house. They built a lot of them, and they go for the air show on the park. You see, they go for the air show. But me, I have a lot to do. I have so many people. You see, they go for the air show. This is how This is how they build the models. They use the model to build something. Is what I'm saying. They use the model. Some of them are in flight programs. Some of them are engineers. They use the model to find out how the rare ones working out. They don't have time for Barcelona. They don't have time for Real Madrid. They don't have time for Chelsea. But Ghana youth, a Ghanaian youth, young, energetic men in Ghana have time. They've devoted all their time to serving Barcelona and Real Madrid. They've devoted all their time to serving somebody that they don't even know. Their own lives are at risk. You don't have to do that. Even if that you see the same thing. Me, the last time that I was flying it, I intentionally stole it. Those of you, only one person could identify because he is a pilot. He said, "No, Addai, I think your thing it was not from the wind because it was able to pick up." I knew the wind was not that tight, but then he was able to figure out what I was talking about. Sometimes I told you that most of the things I don't teach. I want people, smart people, to figure it out. That is when I know they are really paying attention to details. He was able to point out that, yeah, it was a stall. Those of you who watch the picture, I pointed up all the way up as a rocket. I decided to do that because I was at the church premises. I didn't want to go and hit somebody's car or somebody's house because here we have a lot of story buildings. I didn't want to destroy somebody, so I have to go up and I will stall it. That is exactly what I did. As soon as it's picking up, I pointed all the way up. And I know it was gonna stall. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna destroy somebody's property. I have a lot of clubs here. That is exactly what they do. They just go there and have fun. But I mean, I have family. I have so many people that I have to talk to. But while I am doing other things, I am building it downstairs. I take my time to do all the wiring and the calculation and the design, and I'm building my electrical skills as well as when I am in there, I know what I'm doing. What are you doing right now? Sometimes I was telling you that the people who know me, they know that they've learned a lot from me, but I don't teach most of the things that I want people to know. It's an example. I show it as an example so that people will learn from it. You see what I'm saying? So when I realize most people call me about heading to some direction, that is when I try to, explain. Or when I get calls about, you see, most of my teachings, I will say, I get a call about this, or I got a call from somebody talking about this. So I'm going to explain, or I'm going to give them the answer. And I'm anticipating that most people also have the same questions, or most people are also pondering about the same issue. So I have to give explanation to that. But back to the topic, we waste a lot of time. Most of our time is devoted to serving European soccer leagues and here and there. It's a form of slavery. Your slavery is not in a religion. I'm gonna show you how. Now, the religious institutions in Ghana, they built a lot of schools for us so that we'll be able to get knowledge. I'll talk about that. Your problem actually is not any religious organization in Africa. Your problem actually is you are serving Chelsea. Your problem now, you are a slave to Manchester United. You are a slave to Real Madrid. You are a slave to Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. You are a slave to Schalke 04, Bayern Munich. You are a slave. You cannot sleep. You cannot even sleep when your team in Europe loses a match. Do you think you are out? I don't think your mind is working. You cannot sleep because Real Madrid lost. You are not all right. Something is not right. You see? That is, I was speaking with some of the brothers and I said, look, previously I was doing teaching about how to get connected. How long do you think it's going to get you to get connected? You are not connected yet. You always go to the riverside. You have your egg. You have your kennel. Going there to call your ancestors. Ask yourself,
Today we live in you are using a mobile phone. How many of your ancestors built mobile phone? How many mobile phone industries were established by your ancestors before they died? And the guy was very quiet. How many computer factories were established in Ghana by our ancestors? How many roads were built by our ancestors? Today we want our roads to be built. You don't take your ancestors to build that road. You don't take your chanting by the riverside. You don't take your enlightenment to build that road. It takes your engineering skills, or you have to be genius. That is where we got to the concept of engineering from. Genius, ingenuity, engineering is what I'm talking about. Let us be very smart. Let us be very, very smart. We are wasting a lot of time. And then I will talk about the ladies too. The African woman is spending all the money that they got, spending all their time, making sure that they have a big bottoms. In America here, the ladies, they don't care about that. They are always trying to find out what to do to serve the people. African girl in Ghana, a Ghana woman wants their bottles to be big so that it's gonna attract men. If the bottles still gets very big and big and bigger and bigger, and the bottles, they themselves now they are having a waist pain because they cannot control their bottles. Now that no man is coming, now that they will go back to the prayer camp so that God will help them get a husband. They wasted all their time, so many years, a lot of resources into building their bottles and their breast. And at the end of the day, no man is coming. So they have to go back to Jesus to say, oh Lord Jesus, I need a husband. And all this while, they didn't do anything to serve Ghana. It is very sad. We have to get up and do something. It is not, I'm gonna take this few weeks to sack you guys up so that you'll be able to come back to your rare senses. Serving Barcelona and Real Madrid is not your life. Serving Chelsea and serving whatever, it is not your life. That is not your life. You should not do that. It's making you a slave. It's making you a slave. You devoted all your time into football game. It's not your life. You are a slave. Get out of slavery. Slavery is when you are following Chelsea. Yeah. How many Chelsea players even know about Ghana? Charlie, let us get serious. Yeah. I love you all. This is the moment of truth and natural wisdom. At any point in time, I know what I have to do. Yeah. In this life, I was saying, knowing what you are doing is always the most important thing. Else you will get lost. That's what I'm saying. Let us be very serious. Our ladies should stop wasting their money and their time building bottles and breast. You building bottles and breast. If you have the natural, keep it up. It's very beautiful. It's all yours. But wasting your money and time, money that can be used. If she is in the University of Ghana right now, she should have invested that money into, financing a project. And if the project becomes successful, they will call on the support. They can get support from, individual eminents in the state or the government or some financial assistance to implement such project to serve Ghana. They not do that. They will spend their money on a wig. They spend their money on building a breast, spending their money to go to Dr. Obenfo to build their bottles. And then after that, they will get some sugar daddies along the way. After the graduation, because they don't have a job, they have to go back to their villages where they came from. And then once they get back there, that's when they start giving birth. After 2-3 births, he forget about his degree. He forget about the fact that they got a degree from the University of Ghana. Because in the first place, they just wanted to read books. They didn't go there to practice anything. And then that is when they realized that after giving birth to 2-3 children and there's no husband, then they will go back to
Jesus. That Lord, I need my husband. I claim my husband in the name of the Lord. You're claiming your I was there for I love you all. Yeah. We lack the time management. You see the boys. I don't want mempesa meko ho na me ne o ma share. Mempesa I know why I'm doing that. Some of them they are very happy seeing me there because I am the only black man in that club. Meko ho everybody wants to share pictures with me. Some of them put it on their Facebook, but me have not become a page. Me person me do me page, yeah. But because they know I'm capable of doing what I'm capable of, what you say, and I'm also happy because I got to know all these people. What you say? But you said our ancestors built America. If our ancestors built America and we are still in Ghana and we are struggling, why if they built America and you are also in Ghana and you are dying, what are you doing to build Ghana? What are you doing to build Ghana? I've told you so many things that you don't even know who your ancestor is till date. You will not even waste time going to the river to call your ancestor. You don't know if you know how to call your ancestor. I've shown you a couple times, but you don't pay attention. May I speak to the wise? Yeah. You know how to call your ancestor. I've given you so many examples. Only few people pay attention to. You go to your ancestors built America. And what are you doing now? You've been calling them all the time. Are they not listening to you or what is going on? I'm sure you called them today. Okay. All right. So that is it. Let us be very, very time conscious. When you are time conscious, that is when you know how to manage your time. That is when you are successful. You are always on time on whatever you are doing. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So because akofo do be adwuma ne e wakra mega industry e magana boys no me ka bibia say 12 o'clock obi dwane akohwe Chelsea match na adwuma no ho be ma excuse ne mpena bi frɛ no a obegya ne mpa obegya adwuma no ho akohwe ne girl bi ho. We know we have to be disciplined. Discipline count. Yeah, we akwadrofo no e akwadro wo yafa. Wo ko school no obeye course wo obeye practicals no onye ye be call lab krubo ha won call lab usro on person be call lab by books do be kan yakas won dey with ngoma onye ene ngoma if you to be genius is not just about reading books in schools. That is why we have a lot of doctors, a lot of graduates in Africa, in Ghana to be precise, and the country is falling down. It tells you that today you don't build a country with degrees. You don't build a country with reading books in the library and doing research in the library. Today you build your country because you saw a problem. Something was wrong somewhere in Accra. And the students from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, because they are civil engineers, they use that as a project and they fix that problem while they are still in school. And after graduation, they got a contract from the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to continue the project because they have proven that while in school, they could do the job. So after graduation, they could do the job better. That is how you live your life today in this world. It is not about reading books. Oh, my dear pa, only you are a very genius. When you will be reading subjects. Omo science and so read it. Or maths, you read the subject, you read it. According to us, when you person by maths, and person by collab, and person by science in the ground here, geography deals through, or befa home and major through into 1 year, or pay reading subject into a cocaine kind one. When you compare graphic and a kind, any proper way to read. Graphic na emususa compare graphic na kan neja school pay reading subject ya compare graphic na ko kan why
Right? All the inventors in this world, none of them were reading books. They were scientists. All the inventors were travelers. They were geographers. All the inventors were mathematicians. They were able to solve problems with their logical reasoning. That is what it is. They were not watching all the top scientific scholars and the geographers traveling around the world. They were not just watching Chelsea and Tottenham. They were not watching Liverpool and Manchester United. They were actually doing something to solve problems in the society. So let us get there. Else, we are putting our own selves at risk. Yeah. They love Chelsea more than working. They love Real Madrid more than working. They love Real Madrid more than themselves. Let us be serious. Let us be serious. It's not about any Ghana leader. Me, I came to America here and I was in school before I was in school. I did something. They called me to the side. They said, "No, you this guy. I'm very simple, and nobody had done it in the school before." They were there one day, and I went there to test something. I was just there to test something, and all of them were surprised. Nobody had come out with that idea before. I just built it at home, and I went there to test, and everybody was clapping. You see what I'm saying? And I came to realize that in this society that we live in, you don't have to always let the teacher tell you what to do. You are getting the information, and you are also seeing what you can do to make the information more, understandable to yourself and the other people. That is when you build something. I was speaking with one of the science teachers some days ago. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the science syllabus for the high school students, the science syllabus, and I'm going to actually teach science on this channel as well. I'm going to follow the syllabus along, and I have the board. I'm going to teach that along for the students. I will explain it in both English and Twi so that the students can get the concept. I don't understand, is it because of the language barrier between English and our local dialects in Ghana or what? Because we find it difficult to understand some of the basic scientific principles that can be used, to invent something. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so let us get there. Let us get there. Yeah. America here, if you are at work, you leave your job because you are going to watch a football game. Just go and watch. At the end of the month, you have to sleep outside. Your boss will have to sack you. But Ghana, your industry or Accra, Messi Kumasi, your brewery, ewo ahensan. Enepa timi ja industry ni ho ekohwe kotoko ne has. Oja dwuma ne ho weekends. Sunday wo nkodwuma. Utimi tu kwan firi Accra akotena, utimi tu kwan firi Kumasi kwa Accra akohwe kotoko ne has. No oja industry ni ho. What you say? It's indiscipline. But uko Barcelona wa industry akese o Barcelona. Meke say Brazil aje World Cup 5. Brazil aje World Cup 5. A country like Brazil is the third country, the third largest producer of aircraft in this world. Brazil. Money produce ERG near the adeno. Brazil for Embra company or Brazil produce private jets. Waje World Cup 5. Ghana, how many World Cups Ghana already have? Ghana has no World Cup. But you are dying for football. My brother, you might be sick. You might be sick. You are sick out of your something. I don't know. Something is wrong with you. You are dying for Barcelona, Real Madrid. You are dying for Chelsea. You might be sick. Yeah. I love you all.